In this video, I'm gonna go and talk about my evolution for with YouTube and also what I plan to do next. Um, because I've grown a lot since I started. Now I'm gonna hit 320 subscribers, and this is moving at a more rapid pace than ever before, than I have in the past, and I'm super happy about that. And these recent successes have allowed me to reframe a lot. Well, because the reason I got back into vlogging or posting daily, somewhat daily, was because I realized that I had something that I really wanted to share with the world. At first, I had just given up on the dream. I was at the point where I was like, okay, I honestly don't have to be a YouTuber. I don't have to be getting these millions of views. That because I did want to do that for a long time. But then I realized I was like, after getting into meditation and really honing in on my like esoteric studies, I realized that I could just be happy with my wife and my child, and make my money and pay my bills, and like eventually move out, and I keep building that, and I'll be happy with that, and I'll keep having my studies, and I'll be able to become a much like just more at peace with my life. And that's really what I wanted. I was like, I just want to have clarity. I just want to not to move from a place of sincerity, to move from a place from my soul. And if I can, however that plays out in the physical world, that's great. Like, I'm letting go of this dream. And after that, I believe like the next day, that happened in June, like literally the next day, I was like, you know what, I should just record now. Like, even now, after I gave up on this dream, I still feel like talking, I still feel like sharing, I still feel like connecting. And that prompted me to start like multiple channels. It prompted me to start this channel, which was daily. I was just shooting because I didn't care for anything except for expressing my highest self. And so then eventually, um, I just kept posting, and somehow Naval found me. He's like this big person in social media, and he shared it, and I got like a few thousand views, like a good amount, and and so then that was my confirmation from the universe that was like, hey, you are on the right track. Just stay there. Just stay doing what you're doing. Just keep it up. What you have to say matters, right? And I already knew that. Like, I knew that because I was just internally, I was like, this matters to me. But now it's that sign from the universe that's telling me it matters to others too, and that this is something that's important. And so I got into it, and now I haven't looked back since. I've been posting semi daily. It's not about the post, the consistency. For me, it's more about, okay, I need a place to put my thoughts out there. And so because I'm frequently coming up with new ideas, frequently coming up with new insights, I'm posting new videos every day. So these videos are really a way for me to capture the insights that I'm getting from my higher self, so that I can share it to the people who are receptive to it. But now, as I've grown, as I've gotten into it, I've been growing my community because I also align my vision to exactly what I wanted to create. I also have been growing my YouTube channel, like Lucid Vlogs for sure, and now I've reached this point, like it's been staring at me in the face, right? Because I mentioned animation in the past. I got into animation a while back, because of my YouTube journey. I was I was so into it because I wanted to get views, but I also wanted to create like sick videos. So if I want to show you something that's very meaningful to me. School of Motion. Sorry, there you go. Yeah. So let me share my screen. So here, this is where I learned like my animation. I think I took this course. I bought this course. I bought this course. I haven't finished them, which is sad, but I haven't finished this course or this course. I did finish the introductory. Actually, no, I finished this one. This is the one that I haven't finished, Animation Bootcamp. And I was really had my eyes set on this video, but I remember going through this, and like I went back to learning so I can make more, so I can get back into YouTube kind of, um, and because I have my Lucid Living channel, and that channel is more I want to use these things for. Lucid Vlog is more just me like talking head, just speaking my mind. But I want to create sick videos, and so I like remember opening this up and just seeing it and just thinking about the possibilities of like, whoa, like I could really bring this vision to life, like video effects for motion, so you can learn video effects.
Here at School of Motion, our
Um,
goal is to build
this is sick.
well-rounded
And the reason I'm showing you this is because when I saw these things, my internal life, like I was excited and I was so into the whole thing. I was like, whoa. And I was just thinking about it myself yesterday. I was like, bro, when most people are playing video games or watching anime, which I'm not against. I watch anime myself. I love it. I might even share some things too. But and I watch it and I also make content from it, but it inspires me to create content. But that's besides the point. I realized that nobody is gonna have that desire that you do. Like, who would want to create? Who would want to learn all about this? Put hours and thousands of dollars into these courses, thousands of hours and thousands of dollars into these things. Who would want to do that? And it's like me, because I have that desire. Now like the obsession has been born like literally last week or two. I realized I was like, I am obsessed with becoming the greatest YouTuber I can be. And by that, I mean like just crafting videos. And I want to create stories. I want to create like these like the way that people approach books, which is like this thing that takes time. It's like years of knowledge into this one thing. You know, a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and also seeing it kind of as like its own entity. You know, like being proud of publishing a book. Like I want to be proud about publishing my videos, and when I see a YouTube video, like these videos are kind of like my journal, lucid vlogs. But when I think about, you know, as like lucid living, which is where I want to post these videos, which these videos are going to be focused on stories and concepts, while lucid vlogs is going to be kind of like an amalgamation of everything. I don't even know if that's like the right word, amalgamation. See, I come up with these words, bro. Oh, look at that. Amalgamation. Combination. Look, see, and that's another thing. Like, this is another, I could talk about this all day, but I have never used that word in my life. But an amalgamation of all of these things, which means a combination, basically. The subconscious brings the right things to you. All right, this is my point. Like, I never thought about using that word, and now here I am using it. And then I've never thought about, you know, I never really thought I'll be getting into animation. I just wanted to be a YouTuber and, you know, and do that. But now I love the idea of becoming an animator and learning motion design, motion design. And that is a reflection of like my soul's desire, like that obsession with becoming the greatest YouTuber. That obsession has now led me to this, and it's a big sign. Like, it's my subconscious telling me what is the direction, where am I gonna be, what's gonna be the next step to bring the highest and the most out of myself is gonna have to be this, learning animation and learning motion design, so that I can create those concepts. Because like my plan to becoming the greatest is basically me learning animation and then also learning coding. But I will talk about that after I talk about this thing that I just went through, which was I made a video for my about page for my community, and this was the first time I shot outside of, like, in public. I have my wireless mic here, and I'm in public, like people are walking by, and I'm talking to the camera in public. And I'm super proud of this work because, so like I had the idea, I wrote the script, and I kind of had an idea of how I wanted it to look like and how I wanted it to play out.
But only.
And also, I see that in the moment, I was also very like, I remember going through it and I was like, so super excited because I used to be the guy that was like, nah, I don't want to be that guy who's in public, has his camera walking around, like who does he think he is? Like this guy thinks he's cool. But now because I'm on camera, I'm speaking to you, like I'm speaking to the person I care about, and that has completely like pushed that away from me. Like I'm speaking to the person that's listening. And so even if there's a person walking by and they hear me talking in public, and then they could listen too, because I have a message to say, and if it resonates with them, they can come up to me and talk to me about it, which is super dope. But there were a few things that, like looking back, I was able to just reflect on. In the past, I would not have been able to do this in public speaking. I also did some certain creative things that I didn't think I would have wanted to do, like ever.
About unlocking the unconscious, about unlocking your true potential. Everything lies within you. Everything that you need, you're looking to do something about it. And that's what we're doing here. We know that spirituality and self-development are very powerful tools, but only when applied meaningfully and practically. It's about unlocking the unconscious, about unlocking your true potential. Everything lies within you. Everything that you need to create the world, the life of your dreams, lies all within you. So what's the work that we're going to do? It's going to be the work of figuring out who you truly are. It's about the followers. You become a part of a bigger movement, a movement dedicated to becoming more aligned, more authentic, and more powerful. We offer courses dedicated to...
Yeah, so like this shot right here, I wanted it to feel like a rant, like when I'm sitting with the boys or something, and we're sitting on a table and I'm sitting too, and I'm just like going off like in like a reflective mode. And I never thought about doing this, but now here it is, and I'm doing it, and it just happened in a moment. And also here, I picked up the camera, really speaking, want to get more intimate, and want to speak to the person, so I pick it up and I'm walking with them. And then I have here a little presentation. I love the way I deliver it, love the way I deliver my message.
We all want the same thing, to level up. But there's a catch. It's going to require more than just information. It's not about what you know, it's about how you grow. And that's why we created...
Like, look at that. It's like, it's not about what you know, it's about how you grow. And like, I'm just dropping bars in this video, and I'm super happy. Like, I don't know. I look at this, and one last point I want to add, which has to do with what I just mentioned, animation. And hopefully this will be helpful for you in your creative journey. Because this is for the creatives, the people who want to pursue their dreams.
Aligned, more authentic, and more powerful. We offer courses, challenges, and a supportive network dedicated to help you go from information all the way over to transformation. So if you're ready to take on your journey...
So you see there, I'm implementing some animation skills, bro. Like, I learned this through, I use After Effects for this. Very simple. But in the past, I would not have been able to do this, bro. I would not have been able to, like, I would have been just, nah, it's too much work. This is going to be too complicated. Even during the process, I was like, do I really want to put this extra work in it? But yeah, like, it was worth it. And I realized as I did it, I was like, this reminds me of what the idea I had years ago when I started YouTube. If you go back to my lucid living videos, like one of the first, like the first videos, I would have like text flying around, like these cool animations coming in. And like, for example, here, like I could have like a ball of energy, and that's how I picture it, like being able to move around and really bring my imagination to life through video. That's why I started YouTube. Like, really bringing my concepts to life, like showing the world my perspective, because I love my life. And so if I can present my perspective, that could help other people love their life also. So yeah, so I was reflecting on this. I was thinking about this whole process, and I was like, whoa, few things. Like, I could be an actor. I could be an actor, and I understand how an actor works the way he does, because he is able to find a way to condense his being into this particular script and bring that script to life. So in sacrificing his personality self, he condenses himself to this one character, and in condensing himself to this one character, he's able to bring that character to life in a way that can't be done through like a robot. So it's the same thing here. Like I have my purpose, I have my script, I have my intention, and with all of that, I condensed myself to fit this specific role, to be able to sit and like make these specific shots, and I was able to deliver my message, and that like I was like, damn, I understand now. Like I can be an actor. And not so much that I want to be on the big screen. It's like I want to be an actor for my purpose. Like I want to be able to really bring my personality to life. Like to really become the guy, become Lucid. Like Lucid to me is this dude he's got his sauce. He's speaking the truth, and he's like freaking genius when it comes to concepts. And like that's the character I want to embody in my journey, in my YouTube journey. So I'm kind of understanding what my character is. I'm developing like this passion for acting and camera work, like being on camera, and I'm also developing this passion to animate. And so after this, I realized I was like, I gotta do more of this. I and then after that, like I was like, I want to be the best YouTuber I can be. I want to be able to do this similar process, but for my YouTube videos. And it wasn't that difficult, and I understand what, like, one of the biggest barriers was just like the thought of how am I gonna do it, like should I do it, like what time. I had this idea for this video for months, and it wasn't until I was just like, you know what, let's just go to the park, let's shoot it, I'll figure it out. And I came in there and I did it, and I realized some things I could have done better, but you live and you learn, and you do it. So now I'm kind of in this stage where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to take on the world. I'm ready to really do this again. Give this YouTube thing a chance again. And so then that comes now to the next thing, which there's another desire that has been born within me, which is I want to be able to code, to learn to code, use Java. Is it JavaScript? Use JavaScript. Is it Java, bro? I forgot. I know it's somewhere in there, man. Let me see. Whatever. I just want to learn to code. And because I'm learning to make animations, and I'm learning to basically create systems around my videos. So it's all coming together. If I learn to code, I can take advantage of AI, and I can understand how it works, and I can then learn to implement it into my workflow. And if I learn to code, it will also allow me to just create more content. Because I'm able to basically accelerate my output process, my output. So that is something that I'm like, I've had the desire to do so, but that's my intuition has been pushing me towards there. And now I understand why, because I just finished watching this podcast, and it was a great podcast from the School of Motion. It's the guys who I take the courses from. And I'll just show you really quick. I have my notes. Crap, it was the brain dump. Or is it? But basically what the guy was saying was that if you want to be a motion designer, then you have to kind of adjust to the times. You have to learn to read the situation, and the movement is now more towards creative directors. So if you're able to learn all these different tools, these different roles, and you can learn to direct them, then that's kind of what the movement is going towards. And he mentioned that YouTubers are the next ones. Like it used to be like the explainer videos for advertisements. Now it's the YouTubers who are really using animation, who are really pushing the envelope when it comes to media production. It used to be the Hollywood, it used to be these other things, but now it's going to be like the YouTubers are bringing them together, and now people are coming together to watch this new content. And I understand now, like I look at the YouTube videos that pop off soon. Like I remember watching Pursuit of Wonder, and he does these animations, and I think one of the reasons why his channel is like popping is just because he uses
This video is sponsored by the Book Summary app. Link discover, learn from, and refresh yourself on the world's best books. Use the link in the description and you'll receive a 7-day free trial and 40% off. Stain for intellectuals. Ironically, of course, which is in response to this, Orwell believed that literature could be used to help warn against this development. Known as animalism is established.
So he's doing animations, and I will not be doing these specifically. I want to learn how to do these. I want to understand how he does it. That's really, like, years ago I wanted to do that. I was like, damn, how does he do it? If I could just talk to him, ask him, yo, how do you make your videos? But now I have the key. Like, in School of Motion, they even mention video essays, like how to create visual essays. Right here, bam. That's a $79 course, and I could be able to output something similar to that. So it inspires me because now I know, like, there's this. I understand that if you learn to animate, basically it's not so much for the views. I understand now why. Because if I can get into learning to animate, I can bring my mind to life. I could literally put it into your mind, and that excites me. Being able to, like, when I'm speaking, sometimes I can see figures moving in my head, and I can see, like, a restructuring, like a whole display. Like, the video is in my head as I'm speaking, so the concepts are playing around in my mind. And so if I can animate, I feel like that would further my thinking process and allow me to create, to think more clearly and to express more clearly. And that within itself is something inherent that I can develop, not just from the external perspective in terms of views, but it's something that I will gain as an individual. So getting into learning how to animate will allow me to do that. And then also the business is there too, the demand is there too. YouTube is pushing for it. School of Motion is talking about designers, motion designers getting into full stacking, so learning various roles like script writing, like storyboarding, like drawing, like design. So the movement is going towards people who can integrate various skills and roles, and have a creative desire, and is able to put them all together to create something great. Those people are the ones that are going to own the future. I truly believe that they're going to own the attention of the masses, and they're going to be revered. Just like in the past, it was all about the Hollywood actors. Now it's all about the creative directors, the creators. So I have now it's like I first had the intuition to get into coding and animation, but now I also have these like the supply, like the evidence from the world saying that, hey, this is the direction that AI is taking us, that technology is taking us. AI can now help with crafting images, with writing. It could help with hopefully in the future animating. I started using AI to solve some problems, like to brainstorm ideas on how to create specific animations. So it's all coming together, and so we are where we're at now, which is amazing. So imagine 5 years down the line, and 5 years down the line, if I really hone in on developing these skills, I will be able to craft an amazing media company. Like, that's really what I want to create. I think that that's what I want to create. That's what kind of like the direction in which my higher self is pushing me towards. But really, I want to first embody the media company. I want to be able to play all these roles so that I can create the stories. And the dope thing is that I can share the journey along the way through YouTube, and I could also still speak my mind, and I could still speak about the concepts that I'm learning, and I could still be that inspirational person that I strive to be. And all the while also like growing my family and gaining more money in my life and my career, while also growing my community. It's all happening all at once, and I'm excited for it. Like, I'm able to do it. I already kind of talked to my wife. I have about 30 hours in the week to work on all these projects. So like my community, my like learning these skills, animation and coding, making these videos, reading more books, studying. So I have about 30 hours in the week, and I can make shit happen with that. So my plan to become the greatest YouTuber is that full stacking, creating more, like learning more skills. And if I can learn animation and coding, I think those next things they're like the next steps in my evolution, because I have all these other skills, whether it be like speaking or I guess acting, but speaking, teaching, I don't know, dancing, like psychology, spirituality, like all of my expertise. I think if I can really use these next two skills, I'll be able to connect them all, and then eventually these two skills will come together and then create something completely different, like amazing. And then who knows what will happen after that. But for now, that's my plan. So So yeah, hopefully this was insightful. Hopefully you were able to gain a glimpse into the future of what I think where I think we're going. Maybe get a little bit inspired from my journey. And yeah, that's it for now. I have to get ready for work. I thank you guys for tuning in. You already know. Stay lucid. Peace.